Stop waiting. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop waiting for the universe to tap you on the shoulder and hand you what you think you deserve, because that moment, it doesn't exist. It never has. It's a ghost you've been chasing, a story you've been telling yourself to justify the comfort of standing still. You are standing at the edge of something and you feel it, don't you? That gnawing, that restlessness, that voice inside. You that whispers in the dead of night when the world is quiet and you are alone with your own heartbeat. It's telling you that you are capable of more. So much more. And that whisper is either going to be the thing that saves you, or it's going to be the regret that haunts you on your last day. You look at people who have what you want, and you see the results. You see the stage, the applause, the freedom, the version of themselves that moves through the world with a quiet, unshakable confidence. And you think they were born with it. You think the stars aligned for them. You think luck just happened to pour itself into their lap while you were left standing in the rain. But let me tell you what you don't see. You don't see the 3 a.m. You don't see the cold floors they slept on when they had nothing. You don't see the calls they didn't answer because they were too busy building. You don't see the version of them that cried in the dark, questioning every single decision, wondering if they were a fool for even trying. You don't see the rejection letters they used as fuel for the fire. You don't see the friends who laughed, the family who doubted, the voice in their own head that screamed, "Give up" 1,000 times, and the quiet, defiant "no" they whispered back. This is not a game for the patient. This is not a game for the timid. This is a war. And the battlefield is not out there, in the world of noise and distraction. The battlefield is here, right here, between your ears. It's the war between who you are and who you were meant to become. And every single day, you choose a side. You choose the side of comfort, of "I'll start tomorrow," of "it's too hard," of "maybe it's just not for me." Or you choose the side of the relentless, the side of the person who understands that the only way out is through, that the only path to the summit is to keep climbing when your lungs are burning, your legs are shaking, and every fiber of your being is screaming for you to stop. You want to know the secret? The real secret that no one wants to tell you because it's too simple, too brutal, too unforgiving. Here it is. There is no secret. There is only the work. The unglamorous, repetitive, lonely, soul-crushing, beautiful work. It's showing up when you don't feel like it. It's doing the thing you fear over and over until it no longer controls you. It's sitting in the silence, not running from it, and facing the parts of yourself you've been hiding from. It's falling down 7 times and getting up 8. It's understanding that failure isn't the opposite of success. It is the ingredient of success. Every master was once a disaster. Every expert was once a novice who refused to stop being a fool long enough to become a student. Think about the weight of your own potential. It's heavy, isn't it? That's the weight no one talks about. The weight of knowing you have something inside you, something that could shift the ground beneath your feet, something that could touch lives, something that could build an empire from a single brick, and yet you carry it around unopened, because opening it means being seen. Opening, it means risking failure. Opening it means you can no longer hide behind the excuse of "what if?" So you stay small. You shrink yourself to fit into a room that was never meant to hold you. You silence the roar in your chest to maintain the peace of the crowd. And for what? For the approval of people you don't even respect? For a sense of security that is an illusion? The comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. I want you to imagine the person you would be if you had no fear. If you stripped away every excuse, every reason why you can't, every story you've told yourself about your limitations, who is that person? What do they look like when they walk into a room? What do they say? What do they do with their time? How do they handle a setback? Do they crumble? No. They adjust. They learn. They grow. They use the setback as a setup for a comeback. That person exists. They are not a fantasy. They are you, buried under layers of doubt, of procrastination, of the opinions of others, of the fear that you're not good enough. And the only thing standing between you and that person is the decision to start digging. Stop asking for an easy path. There is no easy path. The path to anything worthwhile is steep, it's narrow, and it's often shrouded in fog. You won't be able to see the top. You won't be able to see the next 10 steps. You'll only see the one step directly in front of you, and you have to take it. Not when you're ready. Not when you feel confident, not when you have all the answers. You take it now with the fear, with the uncertainty, with the trembling hands. You take it because courage is not the absence of fear. It's action in the presence of fear. It's doing it scared. It's building it messy. It's starting before you feel prepared. Every moment you spend waiting for the perfect conditions is a moment you are actively choosing mediocrity. The conditions will never be perfect. The timing will never be right. The doubt will never fully disappear. The critics will never all be silent. So what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for someone to give you permission? Look in the mirror. There's your permission. Are you waiting for a sign? The fact that you're still breathing, that you have the audacity to want more, that you feel the dissatisfaction with where you are. That is the sign. That restlessness you feel, that's not a curse. That's a compass. It's pointing you toward the life you're supposed to be living. And the longer you ignore it, the louder it gets until it turns into regret. Regret is a heavy thing. It's heavier than failure. Failure is an event. Regret is a permanent stain. It's the weight you carry for the rest of your life. The endless loop of, I could have, I should have, I would have. Don't let that be your story. Don't let your epitaph read, they had so much potential. Potential is a debt you owe to the world. It's a debt you owe to yourself. And the only way to pay it is through action, through discipline, through the mundane, consistent, relentless pursuit of your own excellence. Discipline. That's the word that separates the dreamers from the doers. Motivation is fleeting. It's a spark. It feels good. It lights you up, but it burns out. Discipline is the engine. It's what keeps you going when the spark is gone, when the excitement has faded, when the novelty has worn off, and you're left with the hard, boring, necessary work. Discipline is waking up early when you were up late. Discipline is saying no to the things that distract you so you can say yes to the things that define you. Discipline is choosing the pain of sacrifice now over the pain of regret later. Discipline is understanding that your future self is watching you right now, and they are either going to thank you or curse you based on the choices you make in this moment. And you have to embrace the process, not the outcome, not the trophy. Not the recognition, the process, the daily grind, the small incremental improvements that no one sees. You want to be a master. Fall in love with the practice. Fall in love with the repetition. Fall in love with the early mornings and the late nights when the world is asleep and you are in the arena, fighting for your future. Because that's where champions are made. Not on the podium, not on the stage, in the silence. In the solitude, in the moments when no one is watching and you still choose to give it everything you have. This is your ascent. And it is silent. It doesn't announce itself with fanfare or fireworks. It doesn't need to. Real growth happens in the dark. Roots grow downward in the silence before the tree can reach for the sky. Your foundation is being laid right now in these moments of unseen effort. The strength you're building, the skills you're sharpening, the mindset you're forging, it's happening below the surface. And one day, when the world looks up, they'll see the result. They'll see the summit. They'll see the success. But you'll know the climb. You'll know the silence. You'll know the version of yourself that refused to stop when no one was clapping. So what is it going to be? Are you going to keep letting life happen to you? Are you going to keep scrolling, keep waiting, keep hoping that somehow, magically, things will change? Or are you going to become the person who makes the change? Are you going to pick up the pen and start writing your own story instead of reading the one someone else wrote for you? The choice is yours. It has always been yours. And you don't need another day to think about it. You don't need another week to prepare. You have everything you need right now, right here, in this moment. Look at your hands. Those are the tools. Look at your mind. That is the weapon. Look at your heart. That is the fuel. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are not a passenger on this ride. You are the architect. You are the builder. You are the one who decides how high you go. And the only limit, the only real, unbreakable limit, is the one you place on yourself by refusing to begin. So begin. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is a liar. Tomorrow is the refuge of the procrastinator. Tomorrow is a promise that never gets delivered. Do it now. Start where you stand. Use what you have. Do what you can. Take that first ugly, imperfect step. Embrace the discomfort. Embrace the fear. Embrace the fact that you have no idea what you're doing. That's where growth lives. That's where the magic is. Not in perfection, but in the messy, glorious, relentless pursuit of becoming. And as you take that step, remember this. The path is long. The path is hard. You will want to quit. You will have days where you feel like you're moving backward. You will face criticism, doubt, and the deafening noise of a world that wants you to stay average. But you will keep going. Not because it's easy, because you are no longer the person who stops. You are the person who ascends. You are the silence in the noise. You are the force that moves when others are frozen. You are the one who gets up one more time, then they fall down. This is your call. This is your moment. The past is gone. You cannot change it. The future is not promised. You cannot control it. But this moment is yours. And in this moment, you choose. You choose to rise. You choose to build. You choose to become the person you were always meant to be. The silence is over. The ascent begins now, and if you are ready to make that choice, if you are ready to stop dreaming and start doing, if you are ready to join the ranks of those who refuse to settle for average, then there is one more step you must take. One more act of commitment. It's simple. It's powerful. It's the act that separates those who watch from those who act. Subscribe to Silence Ascent. Hit that notification bell. And let me see you in the comments. Write the word Ascent if you are done waiting, if you are done making excuses, if you are ready to claim the life that is waiting for you on the other side of your fear. Because this channel, this space, this is for the builders, the grinders, the ones who know that greatness is not given, it is earned, one silent, relentless step at a time.